This is Jim Jordan with Create Vibrant Health. It's December 9th, 2021, and I want to do a little video on a concept that I teach my clients a lot. I think it's useful. I use it myself. That is of health as an equation, kind of like a bank account, deposits and withdrawals. So I've had a lot of experience with ups and downs in my health, and twice in my adult life, my health crashed down pretty hard. And when I look back on those times, prior to the crash, I had been not depositing heavily into my health bank account. I was withdrawing. So the first step is to identify which habits you have, which foods you eat, which lifestyle habits you have are withdrawals or debits from your energy and health bank account. And sometimes it's hard to figure that out for yourself. We like to always think that we know what's best for our health, but we don't always. So, and the second is obviously what is a deposit into your energy bank account. So I'm going to give you a little idea of what I have found to be deposits for me, which in other words, when I start to feel run down, what is it my go-to, can't miss energy deposit into my bank account, into my health bank account, which can start to pull me out of my doldrums. So health is always a result of a lack of energy, a lack of support for your natural hormone and immune functions and digestive functions. So first step for me is always I'm too much time in front of my computer. That's a withdrawal from the bank account. So what I do is I get out into nature, my yard, the neighborhood, the hills of Ashland, to walk, getting in nature, and preferably barefoot on the ground. You know how my view of that is really big, to get earthing, to get connected to the earth. The transfer of electrons and energy from the earth is great. So if you can get barefoot on the ground, and if you can't, that's okay. Just to be outside in nature, number one deposit into the energy bank account. Number two is, I would say, it's my Pangu Shengon Qigong practice, which is something I've been doing now for about 3 years. And the more I do it, the better my energy is. So I can put a link in the notes below of how to get that training. But any form, for me, Qigong has been a huge, huge deposit. So if I can do it once or twice a day, that's good. But if I can do an hour to 2 hours a day, up to two hours a day is sort of my peak, is optimal. So that's a lot of Qigong, but it works. So being outside nature, earthing, Qigong, going to bed early, getting to bed as early as I can, 10 o'clock at the latest, getting in bed early, sleeping a decent amount before midnight is always going to rejuvenate my hormones, my energy, my mood, and it's a definite can't miss deposit into the energy bank account. Number four is cutting out all foods that I know are not good for me. So sometimes I like to convince myself, no, that's nothing wrong with this chocolate or bread, or lots of fruit. But deep down I know for myself, you have to come to this conclusion of your own, that I know my ideal diet. And I just don't always stick to it because I like certain foods. And I just say, for the next 2 weeks, it's out. Clear out everything from the cabinet, from the refrigerator that is not on your optimal list, and just stick to your diet, discipline, find your pleasure elsewhere, not from food. Look deep down, why are you eating too many sweets or drinking too much wine, and get to the root cause. And it's usually some type of emotional factor, feeling empty or not connected to source energy, God, and that's it. So get down into the feeling, the emotional part of why we're eating poorly. So that leads into another great deposit, which is moving blocked emotional energy. So sometimes when I'm feeling, depressed or afraid, and I'm trying to suppress that, it'll show up in the physical dimension. So what I do is, in my case, what I do, you can do it any way you want, I do my Qigong practice with an intention to move the emotional energy that I'm holding back. And it's often going to be anger, grief, or fear. Those are the three big ones. There's other ones too, but those are things that are coming up a lot for people. So move that blocked energy, put an intention to a meditation, a prayer, a moving meditation like Qigong, or some other way to move that blocked energy, that blocked emotional energy. These are some basics. It can't go wrong. That might be 5 now. Let's go to 6. Contact with human beings. Love. Give your partner a hug. Give your friends a hug. Start to open your heart. Feel connected to the physical world with humans and animals. Pay attention to the birds and the squirrels and the other critters, and just get out of your mind by opening your heart and feeling and connecting to other life forms. This is kind of a review of a video I made a couple weeks ago, but these are some basic things. They always work. So just clear out all the food that's not good for you, that you know it's not good for you. Get off the internet, get outside, do your moving practice, yoga, Qigong, Tai Chi, calisthenics, walking, whatever it is. Move your body. Instead of moving your body once a day, try to get every hour something. On the hour, do 20 squats, body weight squats, push-ups, stretch your arms. Get some physical activity every hour if you can. For a couple days, you'll see it'll start to change things. It'll start to change your energy. It'll start to move blockages. You're going to feel a lot better. Getting to bed earlier, for sure. Turn off the computer. If you do a lot of work at night, put your blue light blocking glasses on. Don't let that blue light from your computers or phones get into your brain and start to burn your melatonin out. So block that blue light at night and get that real light in the day, sunlight. So these are can't miss things. Movement, touch with human beings and animals, play with your kitty cats and dog and everything, and take a break from the news and the media, take a break from all of that stuff for a while. Remember, the world is not the whole of reality. The outside world, it's your inside world that counts the most. So as you do these things, what's going to happen is the equation is going to start to shift towards you feeling better, towards more vitality, towards energy restoring, building up your energy. So if you want to just get enough energy to get by, that equation is going to be like 50-50. If you want to build up a reserve, you do more of this. There's no way it's going to come on its own. It's not going to come from just eating food and taking supplements. It's going to come from your commitment to a healthy lifestyle, which is, of course, all these principles I'm talking about. So these are my go-to things. Periodically, there'll be a fantastic supplement that I'll take that I think, wow, I feel that feels good. Some herbs or, all kinds of things. I've spoken a lot about supplements. I'll also use my AquaCure hydrogen machine, maybe hit that a little more often than normal, so just to boost me up again, breathing in the hydrogen, drinking the water that's saturated with hydrogen. So these are some things that are just going to give you life force energy, activation of your energy production, ATP, balancing of your nervous system, balancing of your hormones, supporting digestion, chewing your food really well. All this stuff is going to pull you out of your slump. So when people end up going for, 10, 20 years without really having a healthy lifestyle, they're ending up in big debt. They're like people that are $200,000 in debt, and it's going to take a while to dig out of it. So I'm not saying just doing a week of this is going to turn you around completely, but it's going to head you in the right direction. And for those of you that want, more committed program, you can contact me and I can see if we can set up a coaching program where you can actually get support, where you can implement these healthy changes and custom interventions in your particular health issue, sustained long enough so you can actually turn it around, wean off your medications, restore vital function, restore your hormones, restore your nervous system, and you can actually be younger as you get older. You can actually feel younger as your age accumulates. I just turned 61, and for sure I feel better, a lot younger than I did at 55 and 56 and 57, and it's a result of determination, truthfully, It's implementing things that work consistently, and when I fall off the horse, I get back on and keep doing it. And there's no replacement for hard work and determination. Hard work, determination, and a good program. So that's my message today. Deposit into that energy bank account consistently. Don't look for miracle pills, drugs, things like that. They don't work. They're temporary fixes. They're like putting your bills on a credit card. They're not paying you off. Paying it off is all the stuff I talked about today. Get outside in the yard, hug your partner, do Qigong, eat real food that's good for you, get to bed early, simple stuff. Your grandmother was right, you know? Chew your food and get to bed early. Stuff like that actually makes a difference. So this is Jim Jordan with Create Vibrant Health, wishing you a great day.